I'm full of guilt and feel horrible because I don't love my newborn baby, but I tried everything possible, yet I still can't stand the innocent little potato. I don't even know where to start. My baby boy is exactly 1 month old, and my feelings are all over the place. I feel like I love him, especially when he's sleeping and not so demanding, but also like I don't. What kind of monster am I when I don't feel so attached to my baby? I was waiting for that magical feeling everyone keeps telling me about, but I still enjoy time away from him more than being with him. Don't get me wrong, I do take care of him. He's always fed, I change his diapers, cuddle him, rock him, talk to him, sing to him, kiss him, but I hate doing it. I don't think it can be PPD or PPA since I've been on antidepressants for 2 years now. So PPD and PP should be prevented. I know I might get a lot of hate, and honestly, I feel like I would deserve it. This baby was planned and wished for, so I have no right to feel so disconnected from him. I have no right to enjoy being away from him. People keep telling me it will get better when he sleeps longer, but he already lets me sleep 3 to 5 hours at night. Sure, he wakes up for a pacifier sometimes, so sleep isn't the issue. I feel like a horrible mum and person in general. I've tried everything. I'm posting this while crying hysterically, cuddling his little innocent cute head, and feeling enormous guilt that he deserves better. Relevant comments. Comment 1. Oh, honey, that's completely normal. I didn't particularly enjoy the first year with my kid. She's 4 now, and although days can still be rough, things are way better now. But until then, it seems like you might be a bit burnt out. Do you get breaks from caring for your baby? And I don't mean hop under the shower for 5 minutes. I mean going to Starbucks for an hour and having your favorite beverage. Is the father in the picture, or do you have someone to take over for a bit? You can't pour from an empty cup, and your cup seems to be quite empty. You can and should enjoy being away from him. This is hard, and you need a break. I'm not made to be a full-time mum. I need my time away to fill my self-care tank and to be able to take care of her. This is important for me. Again, these feelings are completely normal. Try to get a regular breather, and as dumb as it sounds, it will get better. Response. Thank you. Yes. The father is in the picture and helps a little, but usually only when the baby is asleep. LOL. Like he'll watch over him while I take a shower, but he doesn't change diapers or feed him. To be honest, I feel a lot better now. Maybe it was my hormones making me so nervous. Also, my little sister, 12 years old, came and took on some feedings. I didn't force her. She wanted to take care and cuddle her nephew, so I got to take a break from the mum duties, even though I was right next to her when she fed him. I also did some gardening while the baby was asleep in his stroller and took a 30-minute walk alone. It seems like the more time for myself I get, the better mum I am. I can finally sing to him with joy instead of with a please just be quiet. Already attitude comment too. Good to hear, but one more question. Why doesn't the father do diaper changes or help with feeding? Response, well, mostly because the baby isn't interesting yet. Like you pour yourself out and the baby doesn't give anything back. He doesn't enjoy doing thankless work. Also, I'm 27 and the first-time mum, and he's 40 and already has a 10-year-old. So his experience and mindset are that the boring jobs are mums and the fun things are reserved for dads. But he's amazing in other ways. I live in a country where you get 3 years of paid maternity leave, though. Of course, the money isn't enough, and he's working full-time to make sure we can pay our bills. He's also great with his older son, so I guess the baby stage just isn't his thing. Update 1. My baby is turning 1-year-old today. I've done a lot of thinking about the past year. I suffer from PPA/POCT, so that may affect my thinking. But when my boy was born, I didn't want to be his mom. He was prayed for, planned, and left from the positive pregnancy test. Pregnancy and labour went okay, just with minor inconveniences. But when he was born, I didn't love him. I made sure to hold him as much as possible, even in the hospital, but it all felt like a chore. I couldn't find any joy in what I was doing. I was happy he was here. But I would have prayed someone else could take over and I would just visit as a fun-on from time to time. Postpartum was hell. I bled heavily for 3 months on top of my C-section scar healing. I expected some shift in my personality to become the mum figure, but I was still the same person. To be honest, I still don't feel like an archetypal mom. I still have my dreams, wishes, and opinions. I still cling to my freedom whenever I can get some. But 1 year has passed and I love him so much it hurts. I have separation anxiety. When we're apart, I laugh every day because of something he's done. I love being his mum, though. I still dread motherhood duties, lol. 1 year ago, I had anxiety 24/7. And I don't mean just typical worry. I mean real anxiety, derealization, and all the funny stuff, extreme, intrusive, unwanted thoughts. Just looking at my baby would send me spiraling into panic attacks. Now I'm mostly okay, and if anxiety creeps in, it's not as often or as severe. Just the typical worry. I've come to the conclusion that I just hate the baby stage, and it's okay. I'm still on a high dose of antidepressants, but finally I can see the light. I can't wait for the next stage because maybe I'll enjoy toddler hoodie even more. I'm full of hope. 1 year ago, I was full of darkness. Maybe this post will give someone the hope they need. It's okay to hate the baby stage. You're not weird or evil, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't become a mother. It gets better. I know it sounds silly, but at the time I clung to those words. Oh, and happy birthday to my beautiful, sweet angel boy. Mama loves you. Relevant comments, comment 1. My mum had severe PPD after I was born. It was so bad that she tried to OD. My sister, who was only 4, found her barely breathing and screamed so hard that the neighbours came in, saved her. That memory has stayed with my sister and has had a profound effect on her. I don't blame my mum. PPD is brutal, but doctors didn't recognise it back then, and it wasn't treated to us. My mum tried to get help, but it wasn't available then. It is now. If anyone's seeing this as the PPD, get help today. Not doing so can harm not just your baby, but also you. Response postpartum mental health issues are real, and yes, seek help. Don't wait until it goes away on its own. I just wanted to offer some peace of mind to other mums suffering. It's definitely amazing with my son right now. It's so fun to see his wheels start turning low. I love taking him places and showing him the world. I think my PPD was mostly because I felt like I had to love it and I didn't. So it's okay not to love it. Your time will come. Comment 2, I hate the toddler stage. I can't wait until my daughter and son, Irish twins, are out of it. I love my little munchkins though. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Response, yes. Everyone dreads some stage of parenthood. Some hate the toddler stage. Others hate the teen years. For me, it was the baby stage. In our society, you have to love the baby stage, though. It's totally acceptable to hate the teen years. This was always wild to me. You're only allowed to hate the stages society hates, and if you hate any other stage, you're labelled a weird or bad mom. I just wanted to reassure any mom out there wondering if it's okay not to love the baby stage. I'm shouting, yes, it is. Do toddlers have their own challenges? Yes, but for me, it's more of an annoyance than I hate it with all my guts feeling now. And I can totally see why someone might dislike toddlers. Preschool, school age, preteen or teen years. Update 2, I made a similar post a year ago. I'm posting this mainly for the mums who are desperately searching online as I did 2 years ago. Honestly, it's amazing. Now the screaming potato now talks. He picks up a new word every day. He's incredibly funny. He'll do some mischief, look me in the eye and say, bye-bye, mama, because he thinks I'll leave and not notice it. LOL. We get a full night's sleep, and when we wake up, I put on a cartoon, make breakfast, and we watch Maya the Bee while I drink my coffee in peace. We can walk short distances without a stroller. I hate that contraption, LOL. When we go shopping, I give him things to put in the cart, and seeing his little body wiggle and his little hands trying to reach the cart is the cutest. He cuddles everything and everyone. Our dogs are the main victims. Low, but they don't seem to mind. He amazes me with how smart he is. He can count to 10. I'm sure he just remembers it from me counting steps. But it doesn't hurt to brag. And he knows his colours. He's curious and playful, angry and happy, joyful and annoying. And I love everything about him. Life is good. Don't ever lose hope because your time will come. Thank you to all those who helped me.